a badass theme song. Don't appreciate it enough. Badass opening with all those covers,
Yep,
man. Shows our long history.
that was my
What
bad.
history is that, you ask? The history of Fat Man Beyond. Welcome to it, kids. Welcome to Fat Man Beyond. I'm Kevin Smith.
I'm Marc Bernardin.
What the fuck happened there? How far delayed are you?
I don't know. Can you what?
Uh-oh. It seems to be here. Let's see how fast you can call a response. Hey, hey,
Oh,
hey.
oh, this is gonna be awesome.
Yipes. Okay, kids. What it is Banff Man is in a different place altogether. Um, and I'm gonna go.
Hmm, You've frozen on me completely.
No, there, Mark, you there?
Hey, hey,
Are you live?
I've arrived.
All right.
I'm out of the phantom zone.
Why does it say my internet is unstable? That's BS. Regardless, hey kids, sorry about all the technical difficulties. I was going to lay it at Banff Man's feet, but because he's not home, he's back east and stuff, working. He's doing the show from there. I don't think can he Banff in? No, right?
He's not bamfing, but I think he does have the capacity to just appear at the bottom of the screen. Not bamfing, but a little box for him. But
Are you there? Are you there, Banff Man? Can you appear in the box in the bottom of the
Yep,
screen?
I screwed that up. Hold on. Here we go.
Look at that shit. He took over the screen.
There we go. Bamf. I don't really
Where you,
bamf. I'm a box.
you just appear. Where are you at?
I am in upstate New York, up by Lake Placid.
ooh,
Oh shit!
It is
What
the
about
heat dome
alligator?
is real. It's hot.
They say that New York is going to be so bad today, Fourth of July. Um, I was reading that they've got cooling stations all over the city.
damn.
The mayor down, he put cooling stations where you can get water and shit, and also the Javits is one giant cooling center.
Yeah, they used to do that also. Penn Station was that way. Grand Central was that way. Like you could just go inside and get out of the heat. I'm sure Madison Square Garden would have been that way if there wasn't a wedding happening this weekend.
It was a wedding.
Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce rented out Madison Square Garden for their
They're getting
wedding.
married
Yes.
this weekend.
Yeah. Apparently.
Was this always planned?
Um, in as much as once the Knicks won the championship, there was not much happening in Madison Square Garden. So if Taylor
I,
Swift, I suppose, wants to
I
rent
don't
a
pay
stadium.
enough attention to either of these two parties. So they was this always like, oh, we're gonna get married on 4th of July, or
The date was not like in the air until they started taking out permits. And you know, the very careful, the keen Swifties have been watching the skies for signs of nuptials, and apparently this is the weekend.
and in Madison Square Garden they're getting married.
Mhm.
Are they gonna fill it with friends and some or fans? No, not fans.
Probably not fans. I can't
Are
imagine the
they in
person.
the felt forum or the actual garden?
That part nobody seems to know.
Felt
Um,
forum still even exist?
I don't think so.
It showed off my 70s, didn't I, kids? Like fucking felt forum. How old are you? Are they going to get married at Club Benet, Kev? Fuck.
Yeah, Sounds of Brazil is still kicking it in the village. You know, you're bringing me back. I was watching the Warriors over the weekend, and that is such a time capsule of a very specific time in New York history of like 1979, 78, 79, when Manhattan, when five boroughs felt like chaos.
Mm.
Like you could get away with shooting a movie. I'm sure they didn't have a single permit at any hour of the night You could have the run of the streets of subway stations of everything. Yeah, it was kind of nostalgic for the worst version of New York.
We're talking them Fort Apache, the Bronx years, huh?
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Um, I think somebody corrected me and said it's now called the theater at MSG, no longer the film. Hey kids, me and Mark are from a different age. That's simple. You're looking for
Welcome to
any of
Old
that
Men
hipster
Reminiscing.
stuff. You want hipster, you go over to who's that girl who's got the podcast? Alex, I'm your daddy or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about that.
Yeah, you want finger on the pulse, you go there. You want old timey references to hot town, somewhere in the city, shit like that. That's me and fucking Danny Glover over there. We're getting too old for this shit.
You want your finger on the pulse, go over there. If you want your finger up your ass, checking your fucking.
This is the fucking place. Kids, tonight on Fat Man Beyond, me and Mark don't have a fuck ton of news to cover. We don't have a fuck ton of death to cover.
None.
What we got is the talk of the geek community. Nerds everywhere on all sides of the spectrum are all talking about one lady. And we're going to join them tonight. We are going to add our voices to the cacophony, the din of those who have weighed in on the girl who is super, the maiden of might, Kara Zor-El, Supergirl.
The last daughter of Krypton.
Yeah, man. So me and Mark both saw it, so we're going to talk about that, review it, and talk about it and shit like that. Yeah. That's the big news, kids. So grab your socks and hose and pull.
Drop your socks and grab your cocks.
Before we go anywhere, though, I just want to take a moment to drag on my fume.
Are you going to drag on your fume?
Oh, yeah, Mark, I'm going to drag on my fume. I got some mint in there. Let me see. Ooh, what did I pop in? Some spearmint, man.
Ooh. Are you one of the million people that have already used fume to quit differently? Join them today and grab a journey pack. Plus, get a free gift with purchase when using the code FATMAN at checkout. Addiction is really good at saying later. Don't let it. Head to tryfume, TRYFUM.com. That's tryfume.com. And use the code FATMAN for a free gift with your first purchase. Thank you, Fume, for sponsoring this episode.
The good folks at Fume, kids, have made it very easy for you to put something in your hands and put something in your mouth without outraging anybody. You can do it anywhere. You could be on an airplane, whip out a fume, whole flight, nobody can say shit. They can come over and be like, hey, you'd be like, hey, it's a fume. And they're like, oh, why, please, by all means. And you're not going away in cuffs or nothing like that. They're not turning the plane back, going to the gate. Because fume is just something for you to do that feels good, tastes good. My God, look at all the flavors. Cinnamon hearts. Mango, motherfucking mango. White cranberry. That's not for me, but not every flavor is for you, man. Lavender, black licorice, raspberries,
raspberry,
sparkling grapefruit. I can't fuck with grapefruit because I had, the heart attack or whatever the fuck. That's the only thing the doctor said to me when I was going home. He's like, you can never fuck with grapefruit ever again. I was like, you're acting like I ever fucked with grapefruit.
Say less, doc.
Yeah, nature's trash. But yeah, they got grapefruit if that's your fucking speed and flavor and shit like that. All you do is you open up your little fume, you stick the little flavor thing right in there, close it up, man. Oh my Lord, I'm breathing like chewing gum of childhood, man, straight into my lungs, and nobody can say shit. I can do this in a movie theater.
You
Take
can,
this
man.
with you when you go see Supergirl. If you're one of them tense types that's like, whoa.
Hell yeah. Like, because, hey, if you've tried to quit vaping or smoking and keep ending up right back where you started, you need to hear about Fume because you're not the problem. How you're trying to quit is. And if you tried to quit before and it didn't stick, that's not on you. You didn't have the right tools. Fume are the right tools.
Somebody in chat said he don't even smoke no more. I do.
He
I
does.
do. But when I can't, I fume.
Hell yeah. It's something better to reach for. Fume is a flavored air device that gives your hands, mouth, and brain a better habit when cravings hit. Nothing you don't want in there. There's no nicotine, no vapor, no batteries. It isn't a vape. It's a device designed to distract you from cravings when your willpower isn't enough. Like the man said, there's like 10 interchangeable flavors. It's a bomb in your face of flavor joy.
And look at this, man. When you want to put it down, you're like, oh, but what? I got to get an ashtray. You don't got no ashtray to put down a fume. But you're like, yeah, but I don't, the little tip that touches my mouth, I don't want to touch in the desk. I might get one of them cold sores like you got and shit. Well, number one, don't point that out. Number two, fumes got you covered. Look at this, man. Never needs to touch your desk. Look at that magnetic son of a bitch. Look at that technology. And it could spin around. It's fun. It's like one of them widget spinners and stuff. Do a zillion things to fume. This thing is heavy as hell. This is the base that you can put it on. Keep this on your desk. Somebody home invade you and stuff. Throw it like a weapon, man. This will take somebody out, man. It'll give you a few minutes to get away, honestly. Or enrage the attacker further. I'm not quite sure. You know what? Fume is not meant to be used as a weapon, kid. Unless it's a weapon against boredom and against, not having something in your mouth.
It's a weapon against not being able to quit. It'll help you quit.
I don't know, man. Why would you ever want to quit a fume, man? Don't quit fume. Get started right now, man. Don't you want one of these cool things with the tip?
Nice.
Fume, kids. Tell them to sign off, Mark. I don't have it in front of me. Fume.
Absolutely. Over 1 million people have already used Fume to quit differently. Join them today and grab a journey pack. Plus, get a free gift with purchase when using the code FATMAN at checkout. Addiction is really good at saying later, don't let it. Head to tryfume, that's TRYFUM.com, and use the code FATMAN for a free gift with your first purchase. Thanks again, Fume, for sponsoring this episode.
We thank the good folks at Fume for not only just for sponsoring the episode, but for sending me the Fume, man. I'm telling you, this is a worthy substitute when you can't stick something in your mouth and you wanna. Oh, you just have to, Mark.
I know it.
I feel calm.
Excellent. Bring it.
Calm enough to speak about the unspeakable. Subject matter, which is cleave the internet in twain, Mark. As once again, a comic book movie has divided the audience.
Indeed.
Just any old comic book movie, Mark.
No.
There's a girl in the title. So
naturally, which means there's probably a girl in the movie at the center of the drama.
Which means there's probably rage in the out because somebody out there probably is mad about that for reasons.
Yes.
Supergirl did not have an easy flight to the box office. She had to dodge, bob and weave.
Indeed.
Lots of folks whipping kryptonite at her. But we saw it. We went.
We did.
I had a watch with Kev at the Smodcastle Cinemas last week on Sunday to watch it. So me and about 80 other cats kicked back and watch it. And then I did a Q&A for a movie I had nothing to do with.
Love it. My favorite kinds.
More on that in a second. But first, kids, speaking of Smodcastle Cinemas, we got some shit coming up, man.
Tell them what you're selling.
I'm going to New Orleans. I'm going to New Orleans. Did you ever see JFK? Of course you did. Remember Ed Asner is yelling at Jack Lemmon? He's like, "Oh, unlock my files." Drunk in Louisianan. That's if you I can't do many impressions, but if you were like, do a drunk Ed Asner as if he was from Louisiana, I'd be like, oh, fucking, with my eyes closed. Oh, unlock my files.
I got that dialed up all the time.
Ready to go. Armed and dangerous. New Orleans, kids, GalaxyCon. That's not this weekend, 4th of July weekend. That's next weekend. I'm going to be there. Probably Jay, probably the rest of the Clerks boys, if I remember correctly. Then the week after that, I am going to be in Spokane,
Washington.
with that Spokane word that I love to do. Mark,
Nice.
Thank you very much.
I like a good pun.
Spokane Comedy Club, kids. I'm going to be there for 2 nights, Friday and Saturday, 2 shows a night. Come see me. Weekend after that, me and Mark, and when I say weekend, it begins on Thursday.
It does.
Are going to be at the San Diego Comic-Con, Wales Vagina Comic-Con. And on Thursday night, me and Mark at the American Comedy Club will be doing Fat Man Beyond Live. Are you going to San Diego, kids? Or like the billions of others, it's just too fucking expensive and gas too much, man. Starting to see it. Starting to see a lot of people go like, I can't come in, like, make that move. Like Bob Perlitz hit me up and he was like, I wanted to go to your birthday show, but he's like, man, ticket prices are insane. And they are. Yeah. So if you're in San Diego, if you're making the trip and you're already there, don't make it special just for us. But if you're at the San Diego Comic-Con, come see me and Mark do Fat Man Beyond live Thursday night.
And also, it's one of those things you can do that you don't need a ticket to the con itself. You can just come and see us. You don't have to get to the floor. You don't have to stand on those lines. Just bum around the gas lamp and get yourself to the American Comedy Club.
He ain't kidding, kids. Tickets at csmod.com or the American Comedy Club website. On Friday night, I'm doing 2 shows with Mr. Jason Mewes. Jay and Silent Bob are in his house, our new podcast, which has not dropped yet, but we're recording a few episodes, put them together to drop them all at once. So I think this will be the 5th episode, and we'll be ready to drop them all soon and then go forward on a weekly basis. But then after that, we're doing another show called Comics On with Jay and Silent Bobber. And that's us reading Jays of Future Past, just like we did on the cruise. Remember how fun that was?
That was a blast.
Now we're going to do it right there at the American Comedy Club. Friday night at Comic-Con. And then Saturday night, I will have my Hall H panel. I sound like Sting and Dune. And then after that, I'm going to have a podcast at the American Comedy Club. American Comedy Club are home this year, as they have been many times in the past. But we're going to be doing Hollywood Babylon, me and Ralph Garman right there. Seems like old times, man. All my podcast pals at San Diego Comic-Con. Come on out, kids.
It'll be fun.
It'll be a good-ass time, man. I feel like it's going to be a ghost town this year. San Diego Comic-Con feels like a luxury that unless you live in the area, perhaps, unless you're like, I've been waiting to make the trip my whole life and this is your year. But I don't know, man. Everything's so damn costly.
It is. But we'll see. This is always I'm saving up for the year to go and do this thing and play with my friends. And so, we'll see if that crowd can still muster the money to make the pilgrimage.
Gonna need another hit of Trader Joe's apple juice in order to get through this shit.
Oh, crisp.
Very crisp. Made from apples, Mark. The power of apples.
I don't know why I found that so funny.
Look at I bought online.
Yes.
It's a Peanuts ruler.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to have it when I was a kid. They made it in the bicentennial year, in case you can't tell from all the bicentennial themed peanuts. Like, look, there's them. There's them, fucking the spirit of 70. There's the bell. That's maybe culturally inappropriate, but it was the 70s. And then This teaches you how to do math. I had one of these when I was a kid. This ain't the one I had. It's made of this shit. You know, they used to make slap bracelets. But my God, this gave me so much joy. I bought this, man. Because every once in a while you just see that thing that you had when you were a kid, and you're like, I could have it again. I'm having it right now.
That is such a relic of them forcing the metric system down our throats, and we resisted at every fucking turn.
And if you don't want the metric system in your fucking mouth, kids, then guess what? Stick a fume in there. Bob Perlitz, the aforementioned Bob Perlitz, when I was at that Supergirl screening, Mark.
Mm-hmm.
This. Look at this shit. Remember many years ago, I think 2006, like 20 years ago, they issued the post office a commemorative stamp with some DC heroes, Green Arrow, Matt Wagner Green Arrow cover being one of them. And then they made this little gold collectible thing of it and stuff. I never got one. He gave it to me, man. I thought that was really, really cool.
That's lovely.
And what else can I show you that I got? Well, fucking don't forget, kids. You know what? Big news, Mark.
What you got?
Big motherfucking news. I'm back in the comics game. I'm back in the comics game. Apologies to Kiss. Last 2 months ago, I had Bizarro, Year None, issue 1, sold out. DC had to go back to second printing, man, as if I was Scott Snyder or something like that. And they said it could never be done again. Well, a couple of weeks ago, last week, 2 weeks ago, over at Marvel Comics, the distinguished competition across the street, Jays of Future Past came out.
Mm-hmm.
There's one of the exclusive Secret Stash covers. There's the ratioed cover, goes for like $50. Sold out, son. We're going to second printing. We're second printing. My second sellout in a row. Second printing. I don't know if that says everyone's underestimating Kev Smith Comics, or everyone loves Kev Smith Comics and they just can't get enough, and stores are like, we're getting more. So Marvel going to second print with 2 covers. The ratioed cover is a virgin version of the Marco cover, man. The one that was the main cover, and but with no logos on it or anything. And then the readily available second print takes camo Spider-Man panel where he's carrying Jay and Bob, turns that into its own cover. So if you haven't picked up your Jays of Future Past, kids, as seen over my shoulder in the background, what are you waiting for? Oh my Lord. Now's the time. I enjoyed the fuck out of doing it. And I thank everybody who bought a copy, all the comic book stores that carried it and stuff. Just now, if you're a comic book store out there and you're like, man, I bought these and I can't fucking move them because nobody likes Jay and Silent Bob, I kindly offer to buy all of those copies from you. I have my own comic book store, Jay and Silent Bob Secret Stash, in Red Bank, New Jersey, not too far from Smod Castle Cinemas, my movie theater in Atlantic Highlands, New Jersey. And we can always sell them. They're out of print now, man. So once the ones we got are gone, that's it. So you want to sell us yours? Gimme. I'll take it.
You just turned into Dan Aykroyd in Trading Places, where you're just like, buy them, and then suddenly everybody is like, oh, you?
And just like the end of Trading Places, I don't understand what I said or what's happening.
I never have, never will, and I'm cool with that.
I know it resolves itself well, if I remember correctly.
It's emotionally satisfying.
All right, kids. Speaking of which, I got more fucking comic book work coming out, man. I think FOC is coming up soon for Spider-Man Hulk, Fire and Brimstone. Me and Andy McElfresh wrote it, and it comes out, and RB Silva drew it, and it comes out when? August 19th. We're doing a signing at the Stash, I think.
Mm.
A lot of comic book work going on, man. I thought we had no comic book news. We do. The biggest news of the week: Jay and Silent Bob's Jay's of Future Past sold out, and then Bizarro #2 came out. I don't know how that's selling. That came out just last week. But issue 2, Nick Pitara's art, fantastic. Eric Crosco, my co-writer, beautiful fucking job. It's such a great book, and very singular looking and stuff. Because Nick is such a visionary artist. So kids, comic books, read them. Read mine. Don't read them for free, though. Buy them. That helps. No, you can feel free to read them for free. Just read them. Just get your eyeballs around them. Just get them in your hands. Wrap your mouth and lips around them like they're a fume. Poisonous Plants 52 in chat says RB Silva was amazing on Jonathan Hickman's X-Men run. Sure was. Sure was. Indeed he was. You should see what he's doing in the Hulk book. Fucking gorgeous. Not only is his Spider-Man and his Hulk fantastic, and there's a lot of guest stars. His Peter Parker and Bruce Banner are really great. He's a wonderful artist, man. Go to his Instagram page and you can see like the final page of issue 1. It's got Banner with classic Banner with the classic Hulk shadow behind him and shit. It's just good stuff. Speaking of comics, don't you have a signing coming up soon?
My signing was yesterday, my friend.
It happened?
It happened.
How'd it go?
No, it went great. We sold all of the books that they had.
Tell them what it is. Where was you?
I was at Collector's Paradise in North Hollywood on Lancashire, signing the Rogue One Saw Gerrera 10th anniversary one-shot that I wrote. I don't know how much they ordered, but they either under-ordered or we had too many people because we sold out all of their stock, which is awesome. I don't know, much like you and Bizarro #2, I don't know how it's doing in the world, but the tiny sample size that I was privy to, people seemed interested. So, and the reviews have been strong, so could not have been happier with my Wednesday night.
Oh, it was a midweek signing you did.
It was a midweek. We went on comic book day. And I was signing next to my friends, Derek Hughes and Ben Robb, who wrote the Last Starfighter comic book, Last Starfighter #1 continuation.
I love you, Alex Rogan.
And fucking Lance Guest showed up at the signing.
No!
He was such a sweet fucking man.
Was he there to fucking battle Zura and the Kodan Armada?
I mean, he seemed like he had already dealt with the Kodan Armada, and I was just dealing with, age and America.
Also a man who fought a giant shark in the Bahamas in Jaws: The Revenge.
That's right. But yeah, just a lovely fucking guy, and just like rolled up, hung out, talked for like an hour, signed my order, he signed my book, took some pictures. Lovely fucking dude.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's a good time.
That's crazy. That's
like a good comic
start childhood right there.
I know, it's crazy.
All right.
I got nothing else to sell.
I can't do nothing for you, man. I guess we're gonna do it.
Should we get into it?
We shall. Kids, we're treating it like it's a death sentence. It really is not. We went and saw Supergirl separately, not together. As previously mentioned, I saw it at Smod Castle Cinemas, where the movies come to play, where I will be, not this weekend, but next weekend, doing a screening of Big Baby, horror movie called Big Baby, that I'm going to be there for and do a Q&A afterwards. So I was there last weekend and we did a watch with Kev Supergirl. We had, like I said, about 80 people and stuff. Kick back, watch the flick, had a good ass time. And that's how I saw it. How'd you see it?
I saw it at Nicole Kidman's favorite AMC, the AMC in Porter Ranch.
We go here for magic or
It
something.
feels good in a place like this.
There it is.
But
There it is.
yes, that is the theater they shot that ad in. And so I like to make my pilgrimage to the house of Kidman. There were not 80 people, I don't think, in the matinee that I saw, but it also, for a matinee on a Monday, in Porter Ranch, California, there was a couple dozen people in there, and a time was had.
Well, you got to take into consideration. I'm a Supergirl fan. I've directed episodes of Supergirl. Melissa Benoist. I'm not saying the one and only Supergirl because she wasn't the first. Helen Shaver was before her and stuff. Sasha Kaye, is that how you pronounce it? She was in the mix as well. Plus, who did the voice? Did Tara Strong do the voice on Justice League or Superman or the Superman Adventures?
Yeah, I think so.
Many people have played the Maiden of Might, and they really did for a second have me thinking, like, holy shit, can you believe we did Supergirl? Like, I was like, oh my God, I can't believe it. And then I was like, wait a second, Supergirl barely ever left the culture. This is not a comparison at all, but just for full disclosure, like, I was a big fan of that Supergirl show. So if you're somebody out there going like, I hated that fucking bullshit, she was just Girl Clark and blah blah blah, take whatever I have to say with a grain of salt. I was never bored at this Supergirl movie, and let me just state before we go a fucking frame further, director Craig Gillespie, a wonderful director, has made some great movies that I have dearly enjoyed. Made a better Supergirl movie than I ever could. Let's just put that on Front Street. And I say that as a guy who's directed episodes of Supergirl, so putting that out there. So I ain't looking at this though as a director. I'm just looking at this as a guy who's grown up watching superhero movies, read superhero comics his whole life, still does, still believes in this shit, still holds out hope that fucking Santa will come down the chimney and he'll have a giant S on or a big bat on his chest, maybe a spider, or double D's. And I don't mean fucking tatas. I mean literally the letters. I believe in this shit. I believe in America, as they said in the Godfather. I believe in comic books, comic book movies. So I went in open head, open heart, ready for it. And like I said, fucking better than anything I could do. Now, that being said, we've all seen my output. I can't do much. So it's not a high bar to cross. I thought it was totally fine. And I guess that's kind of the problem, if a guy like me thought it was totally fine, you got a problem. I've been accused of glazing, Mark, because I like that term.
Because you like things.
I like things, and I only ever talk about the things I like. So because of that, people are like, he likes everything, but that's not true. Because if you listen between the lines, you can definitely hear the stuff I don't engage with and stuff. I engaged with this naturally, and I was ready to receive. And I got a movie that I couldn't have made. And here's the good stuff. I never watched the Dragon show beyond like the first episode, the House of the Dragon. So I was unfamiliar with Millie Alcock. I thought she was totally good, man.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely. No, I don't see like nothing wrong with it. I don't understand why people are getting pissy. I thought Jason Momoa was a fucking phenomenal Lobo. And once again, David Cornsweet continues to fucking be a fantastic, believable Superman in his brief appearances. Crypto still remains adorable. Or Crypto, less everything else. And I also, I didn't bump too hard into the use of the middle in the big action sequence, which seems to have giving some folks a hard time. The cover of the middle,
Right.
which I thought was, I'm a fan of that song by Jimmy Eats World, I believe. And I have it on my playlist. So hearing it in the theater, covered by somebody else, lovely cover. I was like, oh, what is it? Wait, I know this song. And I was like, oh, and the middle, if you know the song, is very appropriate for the subject matter. And the subject matter, as somebody who spent some time in the booby hatch, as they say, Butterfly Net Academy, the institution. This is a movie about dealing with trauma. Not that far removed in terms of that from what were they called? The New Avengers? Thunderbolt. Another movie dealing with trauma. So I thought all that was well handled and stuff, and all that was good. You know what? I also never saw the storyline before of sex trafficking. Spoilers. That's what you got out of it, right? Like,
yeah. I mean, yes.
Let's say human trafficking, but they were pretty specific about, like, we need them for breeding. So to me, that said sex trafficking. And I've never, didn't expect to see that storyline, particularly in outer space. So they found a way in for that as well. Here's the thing that I bumped into. And, it's not the same shit that everyone else bumped into by any stretch of the imagination, because I got a low bar, that, when it comes to this stuff. I want to believe a man or a woman can fly. But if, like, all right, Superman, James Gunn makes Superman. Superman's in it. Lois, Clark, of course, Perry, Jimmy, the Daily Planet, all the fucking markings, the trappings. Lex Luthor, even threw in Miss Dustmark, even threw in an Otis. Then he also populated the world with, like, hey man, there's Mr. Terrific. Hey man, there's Hawkwoman. Hey man, there's Guy Gardner, Green Lantern, a whole different Green Lantern than you're gonna have on the TV show. And not too many, like, here's a brand new character you've never heard of before. And even if he did have a few of them, at least they had names that I recognized from other Superman media. So I guess what I'm getting at is, like, I was invested in Supergirl and Lobo because I know them, and those are DC characters I care about. Everyone else was new. And so I'm not saying I didn't care about them, but I didn't have as much, emotional attachment to those characters. They would have had me, if every one of those characters were like, oh, I'm not saying use these, but there's Deadman, there's fucking Power Girl, there's, you know what I'm saying? Or in this movie, which is set in space, and you have the expanding DCU is about to welcome lanterns into it. Throw one lantern in there. We were all through outer space on space buses, other planets. Like, couldn't have seen one lantern. Maybe that's who was chasing Lobo. I don't know, but just felt like a missed opportunity. A few missed opportunities to not pack it full of DC characters. I know there's a bunch of people is like, why would you follow Superman with Supergirl? Like, so soon, wouldn't you? And where's Batman, for heaven's sakes? And there's a bunch of other characters they could be doing. Yes. All of that is not necessarily untrue and stuff. I don't care if you're going to go second with Supergirl, but just follow what you did on Superman and, like, populate the DC universe. Now, people will be like, that's who that girl is, and Clem of the Yellow Hills and all these guys. Fair enough. But I guess what I'm saying, this old man, middle-aged, is like, can you populate it with characters that I'm familiar with and, that I love from the comics? Like, not just those two. I come to see a comic book movie. I want to see comic book characters. And yes, people like, that girl is a comic book character in Woman of Tomorrow. And like I said, I'm just looking for characters that I'm very familiar with because I grew up with them and stuff like that. Now, is that a reason to, like, hate the movie? No, but I didn't say that I hated the movie by any stretch of the imagination. I bumped into that a little bit where I was like, man, where's a lantern? If we're in outer space, shouldn't we be looking at a lantern? I thought like there'd be a post-credit scene with a lantern. There wasn't even a post-credit screen at all. A scene at all. I don't.
No, I stayed for the whole time.
And I've seen it said elsewhere, like if this movie came out 10, 15 years ago, you'd be like, oh my God, this is new. The problem is it just, ached of familiarity. Now, most of these comic book movies do, right? And similar tropes and similar storylines, but I mean, ached of recent familiarity. At one point, our hero, titular hero, gets sick and, is down for the count. And then her new little buddy assistant has to, go on a side quest to get a cure to save her or heal her at the very least. And as I'm watching this happen, I was like, God, this seems familiar. They just fucking did this in Mandalorian and Grogu. It's like the same beat where it's like, oh, they got to do something to, make the partner, the sidekick, have a side quest and shit like that. And just like how, Grogu talked to the catfish on the porch a couple thousand times. And rather he talked to Grogu and gave Grogu fish and whatever the fuck. It just felt I was like, they just did this in a movie that I saw. But I think, I'm not saying Superman's a tough character because we've seen him handled many times, but Superman and by association, Supergirl are overpowered characters who could literally do anything unless there's one magic rock or the sun's gone. And then suddenly they're depowered. So the movies have to either find someone who's equally matched or find ways to constantly depower the characters so that we're getting fair fights and stuff like that. This movie felt like they did that quite a bit. Like at one point she was on a planet with a green sun, which seemed like it could have been the perfect opportunity to introduce a lantern. But not, I ain't trying to, fucking drive from backseat drive and shit. But like when I saw the green like sun, I was like, oh yeah. And then, oh no, I guess we're just moving on and stuff. So nothing wrong with this movie by any stretch of the imagination. If it had been released to HBO Max, during the pandemic or whatever, like they did with Suicide Squad and Wonder Woman 2, probably, wouldn't have been, all that caused the controversy it caused online for the folks it did on all sides of whatever non-issue this is and stuff. But this doesn't come from any sort of, I'm in for, I like all comic book movies. But if you're going to do Woman of Tomorrow, do Woman of Tomorrow very, very closely, not just like beats and then, big changes. And the third act change or the end of the movie change from Woman of Tomorrow, I don't bump into one iota.
No, neither did I.
Maybe the only thing I bump into is like the sword. All right. Because literally do anything. Should have just and fucking fried his brain or whatever the fuck. But I didn't bump into that. I wasn't like, well, don't do that. Superheroes can't do that. And we saw Superman crack Zod's neck and shit. So I'm okay with the super. I saw the original Superman punch Zod and fucking grab his wrist and twist it and then throw him off a fucking ice cliff. That fucker died because he was powered. So, it's not without precedent. So that didn't bug me. That wasn't like something where I'm like, well, that's not Supergirl. I don't know. It's just, it was in retrospect, like a risky choice to be like, let's follow Superman with Supergirl. Might have, especially when Superman didn't do like $1 billion, did well, But it's like, I've seen now many people going, okay, the DCU is just now the Superman family. Next movie in production is Man of Tomorrow. Although, we've got Clayface coming up.
Yeah.
And I think Clayface is going to do business for him based on the trailer I saw and based on like the advanced buzz and stuff like that. But right now, James Gunn, poor James Gunn, every fucking, website on the planet is like, is he going to have a job tomorrow? I don't know shit about shit. I don't know if that's how this business works, but, it's not a prestigious second outing for the DC universe. Now I know some people are like, it's not the second outing, you piece of shit. They did Creature Commandos and they did Peacemaker. I understand. Let me rephrase. Cinematic outing. It's not the second cinematic outing, piece of shit. Blue Beetle, James Gunn said technically counts. Fair. Third. Look, whatever. It just seemed, were it me, and it would never be me because I'm an idiot, but were it me, I'm leading with Trinity all the fucking way. Like, you got your Superman, next out the gate, got to be either Wonder Woman or Batman, then the third's going to be whoever's left. And I understand they got all sorts of Batman issues because they got a Batman, but that Batman don't want to play in the other place. And so do we hire a new Batman or do we just let this be the Batman or blah, blah, blah. But I don't know. Supergirl was a bold choice in retrospect. Like, the bold choice did not pan out for them, but the easy money, me, the dumb money, I just would have been like, make Wonder Woman. That's what everyone, even though we just made it a few years ago and stuff. But then again, Supergirl just happened a few years ago too. So it's not like, like, oh my God, fucking people won't see this coming. Or so, I will watch it again, just like, you're talking to the motherfucker who's watched Quantum Mania a total of 8 times, and it just keeps getting better and better.
You would have to.
So I'll watch Supergirl again, but it's just, I would never even be too harsh to say I was disappointed. I don't know that I was holding out like, oh my God, there's going to be unlike Superman. Like, yeah, she's different in as much as like he sees the good in everyone and she just sees, the reality, whatever. But at the end of the day, same costume, same powers, very, very similar. But, some could argue every comic book movie is similar to the next.
Yeah.
So not quite the glazing that some might have expected. Mark?
I came out of there feeling I did find myself bored more often than I thought I was going to be, mostly because it felt very diagrammatic sometimes. Like, we're walking into a space bar, we're going to do a needle drop and we're going to get into a fight, and then we're walking into another space bar and then another needle drop and then another fight. We're going to meet this young woman who's on a revenge quest, who has nothing to offer the story, really, other than conscience, a little bit, kind of, but not really. It reminded me a lot of Black Panther 2, in that when Black Panther 2 engaged with trauma and grief, I was 100% on board for that movie. But when Black Panther 2 disengages and kind of becomes about vibranium and Namor to a certain degree, who I didn't think was cool, but that whole plot line just took me out of what it felt like the movie was about. When Supergirl is engaging with the trauma of being the last survivor, of not knowing what home feels like, of being alone in the universe. And, Clark is a distant cousin in so many different ways, who can't really engage with her. And so, like, when she's dealing with that level of isolation and that level of frustration, I was like, here for it. I understand it. But when it's about Ruthie and her revenge, when Lobo shows up, I was like, you could not have Lobo in this movie at all, and the movie doesn't change. Like,
that is 100% true, man. And like, it almost like, remember Sidewinder and Captain America?
Yeah. And Brave New
whatever that was
World.
called. Yeah, where it's just like, well, this really feels like what it was. They shot him well after the movie was done and kind of added him in. This, I know they didn't do that here. He was always in the flick, but he was as fun as he was, and as much of a good time as it was to see Jason Momoa doing what he's always wanted to do. And what he said he thought he was going to be doing when he was hired to play Aquaman. They hired, when Zack Snyder hired him, he thought it was for Lobo. And he's like, no, man, you're playing Aquaman. He's like, really? So there's Momoa getting to do the thing he's always wanted to do. And he's having a blast. And I got no notes whatsoever. But there ain't a damn thing he did that made a difference in the story. And he could have never showed up and it never would have happened.
The exact
but
same movie would have been.
I appreciated he was there because, hey, there's a comic book character that I'm familiar with.
I think that is exactly why they did that, because the Woman of Tomorrow's story is very isolated. It's
Doesn't
just
have Lobo in it.
Doesn't have Lobo in it.
Tom King recently said, I was going to put him in it.
But if you're going to put him in it, then like make them both after the same guy for the same reason, for different reasons. She needs the cure. He wants to, basically the Lobo character and the Ruthie character are kind of the same character as far as this movie's concerned, which is, I'm going to kill that dude. And Kara's like, I need that dude alive to save my dog. And so the competing desires, the competing impulses while still on the same plot track. But at least Lobo could have helped. Lobo could have been like, no problem. I'm a tracker. I can find that dude anywhere. Where do we got to go? I know exactly how to find him. Great. You're contributing to the quest. But yeah, as it is, he was very ornamental and very decorative. I think the bad guy was kind of blah. I kept hoping the bad guy was a Kryptonian because he seemed to know an awful lot about Kryptonians. He seemed to know if I put my hidden base on a planet with a green sun, it'll kill Kryptonians. Why does he know that? Has he ever met a Kryptonian? They're supposedly all dead except for the two that we've ever heard of. So why does he know anything about green suns and yellow suns and red suns? Unless he's a Kryptonian too. And if you do that, then you have an opportunity for a climax in which your heroine wants something from your villain that has nothing to do with revenge or your plot objective. It's, oh my God, I'm not alone anymore. Oh my God, do you remember Krypton? What was your experience like? Why are you the way you are? Maybe we can help each other not be alone in the universe. Is that why you turn to fucking intergalactic despotness? Is that why you're a sex trafficker? Which is a weird choice for a movie that should be positioned towards young girls. Like, if I've got a 12-year-old daughter, I'm not taking her to a movie that's about sex trafficking. I'm gonna take her to a movie that's about fucking Supergirl. Like, it's a weird ick to put in the middle of a movie that also does not play out in any way otherwise. It's just, what's the bad guy do? He's a sex trafficker. He could have done anything else.
Yeah, and I didn't see that coming. I thought that was original, and I was like, you know what, I get it. And fucking, if you're gonna have a villain, what's more horrible than that? But I see what you're saying 100% on that point. That would be.
I remember having a conversation with Greg Rucka when Man of Steel was first coming out, and he was like, there should not be a Superman movie that I can't take a 10-year-old to. Like, he was incensed that it was PG-13. He was like, if you're making a PG-13 Superman movie, you're failing at Superman, because I should be able to take a child to this. It's what Superman is for. And so that I can't take a 12-year-old and 11-year-old girl to see Supergirl for fear that suddenly we're talking about trafficking young human girls. There's no alien girls in that fucking prison cell. It is just human girls. It's like, why? Why? Like, did it need edge? And did that need to be the edge that you gave it? Yeah, like there's nothing wrong with the movie technically that like another draft of the script wouldn't have fixed, perhaps. But I just found myself a little bored by it. It's like, oh, it's a bunch of aliens. Okay, cool. And the aliens also have bars that look kind of just like our dive bars, but they're aliens. All right, sure. But there's also humans. Okay, I get it. And Kara's got a spaceship? Why? I don't know, because spaceships are cool. All right, how did she get a spaceship? I don't know. We're not going to ask that question because we want it to be Guardians. Like there's a lot of Guardians vibes going on, which not that it's a bad vibe, but it's a samey vibe.
Her wearing headphones was a choice because it's like, well, wait, isn't this set now? And she's not from here, so it's not like she grew up with headphones like Star Lord did.
Yeah.
And she was headphones with an iPod. All of it was just kind of like felt very, it did feel very Guardians that.
Yeah. And it's like, yeah, because if you're in a spaceship and it's just you, why do you need headphones? I
In
don't have
space,
headphones when
she
I'm
was
driving in
listening
my
to him in
car.
space, though, right? When she was playing with the dog, maybe I don't know.
Yeah, I guess, maybe, but there are moments of that movie that I was like, I see what they're going for. I understand this. I get it. The moment where she is so frustrated at having losing Krem, she just flies into space and screams into the void.
Yes,
I was like,
beautiful.
give me that. That's great.
Also, like I don't me, and I'm not saying I can't follow this sort of thing, but I think it was. I don't think I would have told her story out of order the way they did. Like I don't think I would have done the flashbacks, deep into the movie.
Yeah.
Like I maybe call me old fashioned, but I would have done all that shit up front because it fosters goodwill toward the character that they start trying to foster way late in the picture. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it like I know some people have been like, this is a fantastic like immigrant story, just like Superman is also an immigrant. Superman's an immigrant story, and Supergirl is more of a um,
She's a refugee story.
refugee
Almost.
story. Yes, I
Yeah.
think that's the word I was searching for. Um, and so I'm not insensitive to that. Like I got that. And the stuff with Krumholtz as her dad was really nice. I thought it was cool they let him speak in Krypton the whole time.
Mm.
But yeah, I just I get what they were going for. I just don't know that.
Yeah, or
It's
another way to take it, because I was with you a little bit, like why, without context, her attitude just feels um juvenile to a certain degree. She just felt pissy for being pissy's sake. And they slowly start to unpack why she is the way she is. But they unpack it in a way that's detached from the story. If you're gonna position it as she is telling her story to Ruthie, and that is when we get that flashback, they have bonded to such a degree that Kara is willing to be open about why she is the way she is. And it is a confession. Then I get it. Then it starts to make sense. But as just amorphous story being dripped throughout the movie, it just kind of it's untethered to the front story. And then it's just, oh, so okay, you could have done this whenever. Like you said, you could have opened with this. And so I get it. But yeah, I mean, anytime we talk about a movie that we're like, it's not awful, but it is like three lefts and a right away from being, I think, what they hoped it would be. It's just a matter of choices. It's just a matter of degrees. It's just a matter of fine tuning what you have to get what you want. And it's just a little, it's frustrating and it's sad because I think there's like real opportunity for a great Supergirl story because she does reflect on Superman. I think that is probably the purpose for doing a Supergirl story next, which is we've introduced you to Superman. Now let's show you why Superman is the way Superman is by telling you why Kara is the way Kara is. And as a companion piece, I understand it, but it could have been so much deeper. I think it could have really engaged with that trauma. It could have really um, used it to tell a deeper story. And it's meh. That was my problem. It's just meh.
um in in the comments, some comments, folks. Um, J Inc says it's coming of age story, folks. Oh, I got that very much. JDex Y-Tip or YTP said 22-year-old traumatized girl acting like a 22-year-old traumatized girl. I get that as well. Wraith 26 says Kevin is choosing to say little in case he needs to work with DC. LOL. I thought I said quite a bit. And more than I normally I like things and stuff. A lot. Let's see. Kevin's really good at being positive, says Good News Jim, and saying good about everyone. And that's what they teach us in kindergarten. Kevin is naturally a great human soul, and it is good for us all. That's very, very sweet. But somebody else said something really horrible about us. I got to find it. They went after you and me, Mark. Oh, fucking Jason Lefevre's. JC took it away. The dude was like, this show is boring. These two just sit there and talk about shit. Like he literally described a podcast as if he just encountered the format.
You mean this is what this is?
Yeah, it's like the guys just sit here. And I was like, oh my God, we've got 1,300 people watching. That's the most people we ever had watching live since like the pandemic, I think.
I mean, it does argue for the like slightly earlier time of like we're catching some people earlier than we ordinarily would, so they might be asleep on the East Coast.
I guess you're right. Yeah, it's true. Earlier the better. You know what? Our audience is just getting older, Mark. We got to start having early bird specials and shit like that.
The Blue Plate Podcast.
Since I've got 1,300 fucking people here, kids, Jays of Future Past. Look at that. Look at that exclusive Secret Stash cover by John Springelmeyer, man. The other one's behind me. The one that Nate did. It's in comic book stores right now. Maybe it's not because it's sold out everywhere. But you can find signed copies at jayandsilentbob.com or the secretstashonline.com. If you like to watch me and Mark talk to each other, come see us do that at the San Diego Comic-Con, kids, at the American Comedy Club on Thursday.
We're doing it well.
Buy tickets right now if you know you're going to San Diego Comic-Con. You're like, I can't wait that long to see Kevin Smith. Well, come see me next week at in New Orleans at GalaxyCon, man. Me and other Clerks alumnus, if you will. The week after that, come see me in Spokane, Washington, man. You can find me and be like, you don't know shit about Supergirl, you dumb piece of shit. I'll take it. Go ahead. I'll be at the Spokane Comedy Club. And then the week after that, of course, we are going to be at the San Diego Comic-Con. Me and Mark on Thursday, me and Jason Mewes on Friday doing 2 separate shows, Jay and Silent Bob in his house, and Comics On with Jay and Silent Bob, where we're going to read Jays of Future Past out loud, bring people up from the audience to play all the other parts. Have you ever wanted to play Black Panther? Have you ever wanted to play Deadpool, Mr. Fantastic? Here's your chance. Join me and Jay on stage.
Yes, this might be the last chance you will let a white guy play Black Panther.
It's true.
Now it's just
here's your chance, kids. And then August 2nd, I'm going to turn 56 years old. Can you believe that?
Hot damn.
Silent Bill is a senior citizen. He ain't even double nickels no more. Now he's almost 60. He's on his way to 60, kids. You can see with my beard and fucking it's just gentrifying. All those horrible whites are moving. Look at it. Losing all the character. Neighborhood, just a bunch of chain stores and shit like that. So
many Restoration Hardwares.
Oh my God. Celebrate my 56th birthday with me at the Starlight Theater here in Los Angeles, man. Over in the valley. You know what our car wash is with a giant hand, the hand job car wash? This place right next door to it, man. Right next, it's off Berry and Ventura. I'm going to be doing my birthday show there August 2nd. And when the birthday show is over, it's a night of comedy and music. Once I'm done making fun of shit, Harley's band Cinema is going to play. That's how I want to spend my 56th birthday, watching my kids.
Fucking great. I saw them on the boat and they were awesome.
They were. Now, granted, that was a captive audience. Nobody would jump off the boat if they didn't like them. People seem to like them very much.
I like them.
They, as the kids used to say in our day, rock. So yes, if you want to spend my birthday with me, come on out. Starlight Cabaret, August 2nd, man. Night of comedy and music. Comedy? Question mark. Music? Question mark. Whatever. Buy your tickets. Come on out. See for yourself, kids. All right. Anything more on Supergirl? You think they get a low? Well, let's now that we've talked about the movie, let's overly discuss this and the future of comic book movies and the DCU in such a way that would irritate Jason Lefevre's yet again.
Excellent.
To people who are boring. Listen to. Okay. What does this mean going forward? For the uninitiated, Warner Brothers is in the process of being bought by Paramount, which is owned by the Ellisons, which, some people have said, I don't know if they care for James Gunn's, movie making and or politics. There's been rumors they might even bring back the Snyderverse, for heaven's sakes. So it's a weird time over there. And I guess, if you believe the internet, this movie needed to do real well. Because now all of a sudden everybody's going like, oh, I don't know if James is going to have a gun anymore, have a job anymore. James Gunn, kids, not only a great filmmaker, but he runs the DCU. He's like the, Kevin Feige of that shit. So, he's got off to a start with, Superman in theaters last year, Supergirl this year. He's had Peacemaker and Creature Commandos on the HBO Max. And Clayface, I guess, is coming. Is that in our DCU or is that the Batman DCU?
I think it's in this DCU.
So we're gonna meet a Batman villain before we ever meet this DCU Batman.
I mean, if I had to guess, and it's only a guess.
Oh, yeah, guess. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I think we wait a long time before meeting another Batman that's not Robert Pattinson.
Is that right? You don't
think
so? Brave and Bold before that?
I mean, they have not mentioned one word about another Batman in a while. Like now it's all about, all right, Matt Reeves is shooting the Batman 2. It's in production. We're going to see that in 2 years. That's going to be the next Batman you get. I don't think they're going to confuse the marketplace by trying to give us 2 different Batmans at the same time. That feels a bit like madness, especially if the DCU in the box office is floundering a little bit. If it's not finding its audience, then don't confuse them by trying to get them to understand a multiverse.
I have no suggestions. I'm not sitting here going like, what he's doing wrong. I wouldn't fucking know how to do it. Look, they put me in charge of He-Man and I made everybody mad. So obviously I don't fucking know how to work with any universe but my own. Universe, unmatched, untouched. You ask me, fucking what is it? Do I have a God complex when it comes to the View universe? Let me tell you something. I am God. That's just the View universe. Every place else, no way. So I have no here's what he needs to do. But Mark's one smart fucking cookie. I bet you have a take. I bet you know how to right the ship. Let's give you full screen by yourself so we can hear your theory, Mark.
First, I want to give you props for the Malice callback.
You heard that, right? You heard that.
I did. Well done.
Back when we all loved Alec Baldwin.
I mean, if it's my ship to run, and it will never be my ship to run, but if it's mine, then I think the Clayface model is probably better for them than the Batman model, which is I think Clayface is going to make money. I think Clayface probably didn't cost a ton.
Cheaper. Yeah, they said the reported budget's $45 million.
Yeah. So if it makes $45 million, I mean, if it costs $45 million and its opening weekend is $40 million, everybody's fucking thrilled. But Supergirl cost $170 million. And so an opening weekend of $38 million sounds like the apocalypse. So it's take advantage of the kind of stories you can tell in this universe that do not require you to spend an ungodly sum of money to make. Like, yeah, Batman 2 will probably make $1 billion because Batman 1 made $1.6 billion, I think. That movie did incredibly well. But not every one of them is going to do that. And I think even Marvel has discovered that we can't just write these things and make, they're not checks. It's an unlimited withdrawal that we can make, saying, "All right, we're going to make $1 billion on this movie and this movie and this movie." I don't think this audience is there for that anymore. I don't know if you want to call it superhero fatigue or if you just want to call it, you have to earn our eyes in ways that you didn't have to earn them a decade ago. And so you have to start moneyballing this shit. You have to start looking at it and saying, what is the honest upside of this? They're clearly not going to do it because they're going to spend as much as you need to on the Batman 2. But we've been talking about this for years. There's no reason you can't make a Batman movie for $40 million. It's a dude in a suit in a car. He punches people at night.
Like, you don't even need the car, technically.
You don't even need the car. So, like, how are we spending $300 million on a dude in a suit in a car punching people? I don't understand. I've never understood.
The flood, man. Remember the flood? The whole third act flood that came out of nowhere where they're like, oh, yeah, he's Superman as well.
Yeah, Gotham's underwater. Like, sure, okay, I guess, if you want it to be. But I think,
I'll come back now.
I think Clayface is a really smart way to go, which is make a horror movie. Make a horror movie that costs $40 million. There's an audience for horror. There's almost always an audience for horror if it's done well. That ties into the DC universe. I mean, yeah, no fucking notes there. But where you go after that starts to become like, are we going to do another Wonder Woman? Are we ready for another Wonder Woman? Probably. Yes. I think so.
Yes.
Like what's this?
Remember they did an Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, and then they were like, we're not going to do that no more. And they did another Spider-Man, and he's been Spider-Man forever now, and nobody was upset. And then years later, they put that other Spider-Man in the new Spider-Man.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think you need to do another Wonder Woman origin story. I think we would all like to cleanse the palate from Wonder Woman 84. But, like, that's another great fucking character that, to your point, is the Trinity. Like, and deserves some shine in these movies. Figure it out.
You know what I would be doing right now? Because I'm an idiot. I'd just be pulling the chicken switch. Fucking all absolute DC movies.
I mean, they're making an absolute Batman cartoon.
Yeah, but great, but why not go for the feature? These absolute books are selling like crazy. Like, you could probably take those to the cinema and fucking, like, people be like, holy shit, this Batman's got an axe in his fucking chest. That's nuts. Oh my God. Wonder Woman carries like the fucking same blade as Thanos, for God's sakes. Oh my God. Like, all these characters they know and that they don't know. I don't know. If it were me, I'd be like, throw an absolute movie out. That's how I'd answer the Batman question. Like, Matt Reeves has his own super special secret Batman club. Be like, great, have fun. We're gonna be over here making absolute Batman, where a motherfucker pulls a fucking battle axe out of his chest. Can you believe that? That's how he deals with losing his fucking parents. An axe. That's justice. He metes out justice with a fucking axe. Who ain't gonna go see that version of Batman? They'd all be like, oh my God, is battle axe Batman? What the fuck?
Yeah. I don't know.
All at absolute Batman. They got the branding built in already. Trust your audience is going to show up, man. This absolute Batman, they're on like the fucking 12th printing. Like 1 million, 2, 3, 4 million books in print. Coolest looking rendition of Batman we've seen in a long time. What are you fucking around for, man? Just put that motherfucker up on screen. Everybody be like, Jesus Christ. We're going to see that Batman movie where he pulls an axe out of his chest. Did you see that shit?
Yeah. I don't know. I think that it's a tricky line to walk, right? Because I think absolute Batman works for comics because we are so inured and understanding of who Batman is that we're ready for a massive diversion. But if everybody who bought an absolute Batman book goes to the movies, that movie's a flop. Like, you need everybody else to go.
But my argument is, who wouldn't go with that rendition of a Batman? Like, they went with the last Batman. He just looked kind of mopey. You know what I'm saying? And he was, I just think if you presented a hulking version of Batman, if Reacher is Batman and he pulls a fucking battle axe out of his chest. Somebody in chat said, like, they haven't even got the original Batman right. You want him to do absolute? I mean, Yeah, yeah, I do.
Yeah, he kind of does.
Yeah, I ain't waiting for him to perfect this shit. This is fucking movies. This ain't medicine. Give me a version. Fuck, I just watched a Supergirl. Probably ain't gonna be the last Supergirl I ever see. Definitely wasn't the first. So yeah, they could give us an absolute Batman. They ain't never gonna perfect this shit. Everyone's gonna have a different take, and no one's gonna have the fucking perfect take. You know, Nolan got close, but even that one, I would argue, as a huge Batman fan, Batman quits. Not in my lifetime. BS. But you know, I
Yeah, but I think it's and Gunn's instinct, I think, was right in that you kind of have to go big and small at the same time. I'm going to give you the big.
What's the big?
The big is your Supermans.
What's
is
the
your
small?
like the small is the Clayface. It's like if I can dual track the giant fucking things and then the very smart smaller things, and if there's a way to just keep going that forward, like make me a fucking Zatanna movie that doesn't cost you very much, that sits next to Batman 2.
Well, they should have done that second, because you know what we've never seen is a Zatanna movie. Yeah. We've never, you know, we've seen Supergirl. We've seen a Supergirl movie, but we saw a Supergirl TV show. Make a Zatanna movie. That's smart. And that's the other thing, Mark. Making a Supergirl movie is not fucking dumb by any stretch of the imagination. Making the Supergirl movie as expensive as they did, I wouldn't say that's dumb, but that's questionable.
Yeah. I mean, I remember there was talk at some point about doing another Constantine movie with Keanu Reeves, but that has not been fast tracked to just like DC horror with fucking Keanu reprising the role of John Constantine. Tomorrow, give me that fucking movie. Like that shit's another $50 million movie that's going to make 120 easy with everybody's favorite movie star in it. And fucking do that. Granted, you don't want to get Keanu Reeves, understandable. Constantine is still fucking gold. Like, do that fucking thing. But there's ways to just kind of give people what they expect and then what they don't. And then when they don't, that shit gets to surprise you in ways that's really fun. Yeah, Zatanna and Justice League Dark is what Daniel Day 5204 said. I mean, Guillermo wanted to do fucking Justice League Dark for years.
Yeah.
Why not? Why not? You know, get that fucking Swamp Thing movie off the ground. Like, there are so many great characters that don't require you to be in capes and tights that you can make at cost, at a budget, at a level that makes sense. But unless it's literally Superman, I don't see spending $200 million on anything, and maybe not even then.
Nightshade Holloway in chat says it's Frankenstein. I think that's a Constantine reference.
Constantine.
Yeah, you know, bring that budget down on something like this. Bring that budget down. Oh, bring that budget down. Don't spend too much money on an unproven concept. And also here's another thing. Supergirl's appearance in Superman was a lot of fun. Maybe let her pop up a few more places before you're like, go ahead, carry your own movie.
Yeah. Yeah. Or there's also a way, like, she was super fun in Superman, but then you meet her here and she's not really fun.
Well, that's what they did, I think. No,
that is 100% what they did. But my argument would be there are ways to manifest trauma that do not need to read as depression. Like, there is I'm the overly fun person that's masking my trauma. There's we're gonna have a good ass fucking time because if I stop moving, I'm going to live in this trauma. There's just a little bit of, I mean, it's a choice. And I'm not gonna say it's the wrong choice or the right choice, but there's a way to position this as less grim. And you can get to grim. Detective Chimp movie? All right.
Yeah. Lots of suggestions in the chat, including I second a live action Milestone universe.
I mean, the
Aaron
fact that
he wanted to do a Plastic Man movie. That would have been interesting.
Yeah. I mean, they've been talking about a live action static movie for a decade now. And the fact that there hasn't been one seems astonishing to me.
Kev, what about these YouTuber directors? Obsession, Backroom, huge success on small budget. Sure are. Sure were. Indeed, they were. Give them all the money. They seem to know what they're doing. Green Hornet would be cheap too, says the variety vendor. You're absolutely right. Guy in a car.
Mm.
Less fucking gear than Batman.
I seem to remember spending some time with Green Hornet.
I should have got, yeah, you and me both. 3535 says Jay Gunn said the first chapter of the DCU was Gods and Monsters. What category does Supergirl fall into? One or two? Neither, because who cares what gods and monsters mean without the Authority and Swamp Thing? Oh, that's right. They were supposed to make an Authority movie.
I mean, I love the Authority. It is one of my favorite fucking books.
Did you ever watch the Swamp Thing show?
I watched the first like 3 or 4 episodes of it.
Really good.
Yeah.
And then they were making it for the DC app, and then it made a move, but then the sets dried out and they canceled the fucking show. So it was expensive to go back. But I guess they're talking about, oh, look at this, dude. Omega Man full says, thanks, Kevin. I appreciate you revealing why you are a failure. Hold on. 1994, 20, 32-year failure, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
Still failing.
Yeah.
So I must be doing some failing right because I'm still here. But anyway, thanks, Kevin. I appreciate you revealing why you are a failure. Your perspective on Supergirl clearly shows that you don't have a clue about what makes a movie good. I don't know.
Okay.
But also, how does that explain my failure?
Unclear.
That would mean I would make a movie good. So none of my movies have been good. Omega Man full. I mean, oh my God, bro, I didn't even fucking come down on this movie. Like, and you're getting this defensive? Is that Craig Gillespie? Can't be. Craig Gillespie got way to do with his time than fucking worry about what I had to say. And again, you're being defensive as if I came at the movie with a fucking hatchet. Yeah. A hatchet straight out of fucking Batman's chest, bitch. Yeah. I think if there's any failure here, it is your failure to understand that I too am a fan. Don't make enemies where you don't need to. Silly. Life is hard enough.
But yeah, I mean that's in a very, very big nutshell. That is how I felt about Supergirl. I wanted more for it. I very much like Millie Alcock. I think there are moments in the movie that are somewhat transcendent, but as a whole, it just kind of it was fine. It was fine, which is something
I can't weigh in, Mark, because I'm an idiot who doesn't know how to make a movie, as we fucking learned.
Yeah, no chance. Sorry, man. You had a good run. 32 years.
According to this dude, I didn't even have a fucking good run. I never had another good. Could you imagine being that angry over it just wasn't a glowing. I didn't glaze it. Said I actually enjoyed it, man. But this fucker was like, you suck at making movies. Fair enough. You got me. Oh my God. 32 years of sucking at making movies. About to make another one. Bet you I make at least 20 across my career. 20 movies that suck. That's going to be the name of my biography when I die.
Ooh, I mean, there's always a good name for a book.
Why am I waiting until I die? That'll sell in my lifetime. Kids coming soon.
20 movies that suck.
20 movies that suck, aka the movies I made. My Life in the Theater by Kevin Smith.
A filmography.
A lot of people going like, hey, James Gunn should let you make a movie. No, he shouldn't. That's not the answer, kids. Because let me tell you something. If James Gunn came to me and said, "This is the Supergirl script, and I want you to direct it," and shit like that. If I was a director type, like, for hire, like if I was back in the fucking, I got to plug in my computer. Like if it was, like that one time I did Cop Out, that was me directing a movie I didn't write and shit. And when I did the CW shows, that was me always directing something I didn't write. But let's say I was like in that place in my life again where I was like, you know what? I would direct something somebody else fucking wrote and stuff. And so I was up for taking the job. And James Gunn even knew my name. I don't know that I would have been like, this is impossible. I never would have made that movie. It's just too big for me. Like my argument the whole time, I would have been arguing for like an under $100 million budget. I was like, why are we going to space? Like, I know she's a girl, but like, I'm not saying who cares about space, but like, shouldn't we fucking care about like what's going on Earth with these characters and shit like that? I know her whole thing is, look, I should stop talking about this, Mark. Otherwise, that fucking dude's gonna get real mad at me again and be like, "Yeah, shit about fucking movies, fucking piece of shit." And I don't want that. I'm not here to make anybody upset, Mark. It was just
talking. I mean, not for nothing though, but I would very much like to see you make a movie about the Condiment King.
No, you wouldn't.
I would.
I'm telling you right now, you wouldn't. Unless I made it like Red State. Like just fucking horrifying. Just like, about fucking domestic terrorism and fucking America gone wrong and shit like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Too much McDonald's in the system. That's what turned him into the raging fucking.
He was Morgan Spurlocked and then became the Condiment King.
And he's anti-government.
Yep. He's very libertarian.
Okay, wait. What kind of modern day libertarian or Lyndon LaRouche libertarian? Thank you. That's very, very deep cuts, my friend.
Well, a dealer's choice.
Well, you're the writer, not me.
I go Ron Swanson libertarian more than I go Lyndon LaRouche libertarian.
Oh, fucking charming libertarian.
Yeah, but absolutely firm in his belief.
Poisonous Plants 52 says, Kev, could you make a Scarecrow movie? What, like about Batman Scarecrow? Yeah, that'd be fun. But I mean, we've seen him before. I'm telling you, like making Clayface was a good idea because we ain't seen that before. I mean, we've seen the cartoon, but fucking world ain't ready for no live action Clayface movie. The world that don't know this character. Oh my God, they're gonna be like, what the fuck? It's gonna capture their imagination. Supergirl didn't seem to capture their imagination. Oh, here it comes again. I'm about to get yelled at by that fucking boy. Omega.
Is it coming? You feel it?
It's good. Anytime I say, it's like when I'm saying Beetlejuice 3 times. If I say Supergirl and I don't fucking suck its cock, apparently I'm gonna get yelled at. I hate getting yelled at by strangers, Mark, that tell me that I've never been good at anything. Is that fucker saying my mom's lying? Because my mom said I was good at everything, Mark. My mom has passed away, Mark, so I can't fucking ask her if she was lying or not. Now this guy's got my head spinning. I'm questioning my mother.
He's got in your head.
Why, mama? Why did you lie to me, mama? You said I was a good boy. And
I have to believe that either Will or JC has banned Omega, whatever his name was.
Serious? I'm doing a one-man show for him. This is all for his benefit.
Yeah. Oh, he's watching, but he can't comment anymore.
He's cucking me out and shit. Yep. He's
like, keep
talking about me.
I'm so close.
He's talking about me. No, he's talking about me. I'm gonna wait till he says my name one more time. Ah! I wonder how far off from reality I am. Like we chuckle and we're like, ha, 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 but really he is furiously masturbating, isn't he, Mark?
Oh, he has been for the last 2 hours.
Failure. Failure face. Failure is just success training, Omega. Didn't you know that? Supergirl. Anything left to say? I don't want to yell at anymore.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. We left it all on the field.
We did. We fucking took it to the stage and shit like that. Gotta tell you, man, I'm fucking duly impressed. Like, again, it's been a minute since we've carried 1,000 people, let alone fucking. I think our top was like 1,400 in the live.
I know we got 1356 at the moment.
Maybe it's holiday weekend. Is that it? Or maybe it's just like they're talking about Supergirl. Let's see what I bet you he's gonna glaze it. He's gonna hate it.
Yeah, I'm sure
they weren't right on either, were they, Mark?
No, we surprised them, I think.
Two little bitches in fucking comments tonight, man. And, you know, the higher the number, the more the chance little bitches are gonna come out. Remember the other guy who said some other shit too? I was like, what the fuck? Lefebvre, whatever he fucking said. Oh, he called foreign old men, he says. They just talk to each other, he says. They don't talk about nothing interesting, he says.
Yeah. Do you have any more of these podcasts you'd speak of? I'm curious about these old men talking to each other about things they've seen in the world.
Chris Putnick 1668 in the comments goes, Omega will return in Avengers Doomsday. Mark and Kev's review. Oh, you better, you know how, let me tell you something right now.
Yeah, what you got?
If I see Avengers Doomsday and I don't come like myself without touching, hey man, I think our show just stopped. I think I'm seeing credits in the other show. JC, Banfan, are we still happening?
We seem to be, I think.
We live, Banfan? Banfan, you
yeah,
there?
we should be live. It says we're live.
Is that right?
Yeah. I mean, a little bit of a delay, I think.
I saw the, you know, I've got the show running in a little screen so I can comment. And it restarted.
Oh, yeah, no, we're good. I'm watching myself now.
Did it restart? Am I crazy?
Yeah. Did you drag your slider all the way over?
I don't know, maybe. I don't think I did that, but you know what? Don't matter. I thought for a second it was all done and shit. I thought for a second Omega got me off. Instead of me getting Omega off, remember?
I mean, he's been trying to get you off all night.
We see it, Smith. Fucking failure.
If I could make Kevin come with anger from across the world.
Oh, he's like jerking off to failures. All right, where do we go now, man?
Well, we have a birthday to celebrate and an anniversary to celebrate. Which would you like to do?
Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Who?
Which version is that? That is not the
an old Disney album that they used to advertise for on PIX, a compilation of songs, and that was their rendition of Happy Birthday. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you.
Yeah. I mean, that's not a bad one. That's not a bad one. I mean, it's not the funeral dirge that is the standard happy birthday. And it's not the Stevie Wonder happy birthday, which is the black happy birthday. So yeah, no, I appreciate a third version. Not bad. The birthday we're celebrating is one Melvin Kaminsky, better known to the world as Mel Brooks, who turned 100 a couple days ago.
He did it. The 100-year-old man. Wow, oh wow, man. Well, what kind of world would we live in had Mel Brooks not been here all this time before us and with us? Spoiled. I've been growing up in a world, a Mel Brooks world, since the moment I was born. Happy birthday, genius, genial genius.
Yes, we could not have made the Frankenstein joke had it not been for Mel Brooks.
Mr. Anne Bancroft.
Yes.
That was his great love, Lady Love. She passed away a few years ago. So sad.
To be or not to be.
Absolute genius. Yes. Two of them together and To Be or Not to Be, a wonderful movie. I you know, I was like any kid who grew up in the 70s or 80s, I was a massive Mel Brooks fan. And remain a committed Mel Brooks man to this day. Spaceballs 2 is coming. When's that?
Oh God, is it this year? I think it's this year.
Or 2027. I don't think it's this year. I think it's 2027.
No. Let's do a quick check.
Yeah, man.
2027.
Wow. Talk about, everyone's like the GOAT. That guy is the GOAT.
That guy's the fun one. Spaceballs, the new one, is in 2027. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of my, there were not a ton of favorite things from the pandemic, but one of them was Max Brooks doing a please mask up and stay inside because you'll kill my dad if you don't PSA. And it was just Mel like up against the screen door. Like, let me out. Let me out. Don't kill my dad. Stay in the house.
Gotta have like a Mel Brooks film festival at Smodcast.
That'd be great.
You know what I'm saying? Well, if you're doing a Mel Brooks film festival, you can only pick 3 movies.
Only 3?
Yeah, so it's Mel Brooks film night. Let's call it.
Okay. I mean, the 2 you're going to have no matter what are Blazing Saddles and Young Frankenstein. There's no way you're not doing those 2.
Maybe there's no way you're not doing those 2.
I mean, come on. The wild card is what's the 3rd movie.
All right, fair enough.
And for me anyway, I think the 3rd movie is History of the World Part 1.
Smart. Sentimental favorite here as well.
Yeah.
Good to be the king.
It's good to be the king. Biggest tickets.
The Inquisition. Let's Inquisition. Look out, sin. We're gonna teach those. What are they? Some people wrong from right.
I mean, I do like the producers though. The producers is
I like the aforementioned To Be or Not to Be as well, which is a remake. But he remade it and fucking crushed it. Silent movie is also kind of brilliant.
I haven't seen High Anxiety in like 20 years.
High Anxiety. Yes, another fucking wonderful, just as Young Frankenstein was to the horror genre. So High Anxiety was to Hitchcock.
Yeah.
Mel Brooksing Hitchcock.
Yeah. And then of course Spaceballs.
The Search for More Money. May the Schwartz be with you.
We don't found shit.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
So thankfully, Mel Brooks is still with us.
Happy birthday, Mel Brooks.
Happy birthday, Mel Brooks. The anniversary we are celebrating is that today is the 40th anniversary of Big Trouble in Little China.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
What? Really?
Yeah.
1986?
Mm-hmm.
We just also passed the anniversary of Labyrinth.
Yeah.
40th
Also
anniversary.
40th.
Also 40th. Labyrinth and Big Trouble in Little China came out in the same year?
Not just the same year, like within
Same
weeks.
summer. That's wild.
Yeah.
Wow.
The 80s were a hell of a time.
Oh my God. Wow. Boy, I suddenly feel very old.
Yep. Yeah.
I love John Carpenter. One of the big regrets of my professional life was mouthing off about Escape from LA. And one of my Q&As, I think it was the one I did in England. And so it was on a DVD. And I was was harsh about it unnecessarily. And fucking, you don't do that to like one of your heroes. Halloween, one of my favorite movies of all time. Starman, beautiful fucking movie. John Carpenter, an absolute fucking genius. And I had no right to be like, it wasn't as good as Escape from New York. Sometimes I don't like young Kevin Smith. He's a little dickhole, Mark. He's a failure.
Yeah.
Sorry,
No,
brought the anniversary news down.
you brought it down. But yeah, Carpenter, much like Much like Rob Reiner, much like Mel Brooks, like was on a run. Like there's that run from the late 70s to the late 80s that is somewhat untouchable. It's hard to poke a hole in any of that shit. Even a tiny dick hole.
Somebody said in chat, Poisonous Plant said Zack Snyder is remaking Escape from New York. Is that true?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
All right.
It is, yeah. I mean, I think we hit it like a month and a half ago that the rights had been tied up for about a decade or so, but it seems as if Zack Snyder and his producing partners were able to untangle them, and so now they're taking a swing at it.
I'm gonna watch Escapes, both Escapes back to back. That's gonna be my 4th of July.
Yeah, all right. I mean, it is as patriotic a series of movies as one can come across.
He's trying to save the president.
Who is a shithead?
Gonna leave that right where it is. Move on from there.
Yes.
All right. So is that all the news we got?
That's all the news we got, my friend.
Well, shit, then. I guess it's time we moved on to part of the show, kids. We still got 1,200 people. Wow, what a banner night. Maybe people are back. Maybe we should keep this up.
Hell yeah.
We were just giving up hope. We thought everyone had abandoned Fat Man Beyond. Oh, no, everyone's here. Maybe it's because it's summertime. We're talking about summer movies and shit. We need to review a movie a week and shit.
We're on the news again.
Yeah, look at that. All right. Hey, Banff Man. I guess it's Q&A time. Banff Man. Banff Man, can you believe that fucking dude who said me and Mark were old men and we're boring?
Yeah, he got banned.
I told you. I told you he did it.
Well, why are you watching then?
I mean, honestly, like I wouldn't feel the need to, even if I felt that, I wouldn't be like, well, I'm gonna type that down. Maybe I'd say it to like my wife. Man, but I don't think I would have wasted the time to be like, you know what? Fuck these two assholes. Farg these forking ice holes.
Oh, you know what movie I saw?
What?
The Questlove's Earth, Wind, and Fire
Oh,
documentary.
I want to see that documentary on HBO. How is it?
Dude, so fucking good.
I'm in. The moment I saw the trailer for that, I was like, oh, so it's up already. I'm in.
It's up already. And it feels like Questlove's entire cinematic oeuvre is designed to remind me of driving in the car with my mother.
Aww.
In like the late 70s in an Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme. And this was the music that was on the radio. Like he did a fucking yacht rock documentary, which is great. He did that Summer of Soul documentary, which is great. And this one is phenomenal. That seems to be his move. Of just let me remind you of the shit that you didn't remember you loved. Then like I have a couple of Earth, Wind, and Fire songs, but I don't know that song, know that song, know that song.
Banger after banger, man. Body, say that you remember. Body, dancing in September. You know that story, right? Did they tell that story in the doc?
Yeah.
About how like the lyric "body was just a placeholder, and then he was like, "Nah, that's the lyric, man. It's fun to say."
Questlove asked Philip Bailey, "It's like, tell me about this body shit." And he's like, "I don't know. It was just a placeholder."
Did Philip Bailey write the song?
I mean, he was the other lyricist for Earth, Wind, and Fire, like Maurice White and Philip Bailey.
Easy Lover himself?
Easy Lover himself. I got to start in Earth, Wind, and Fire. And so, like,
hold on, you believe it.
Maurice White is the creative architect of Earth, Wind, and Fire, but I think there are multiple songwriters. And Badia was I think a Philip Bailey invention.
Badia, say that you remember. Badia, dancing in September.
Yes, watch it if you get a chance. If you're out there in the world and you need to spend like 95 minutes in the hip pocket of Questlove as he takes a tour through the funkiest, hippiest band to ever funk hip at the same time, Earth, Wind, and Fire.
I want to see that doc. I'm gonna watch that to this weekend. I just watched Carolina, or Caroline, whatever it's called. Kyle Gallner's in it, Samara Weaving.
Hmm.
A little Bonnie and Clyde-ish.
All right.
Couple meet and start committing crimes together.
Not bad.
Well made, looks real good, and Kyle Gallner was one of our Red State kids, man.
Mm.
That's actor, man. That motherfucker never stops working. He's really good, really great, just so convincing. It's like an actor. He's like a Matty Damon. Matty Damon's got a little independent movie coming out soon that nobody's heard of. Yeah.
He does.
Based on a book, forget which one.
Yeah. I don't know. I might have read it in school.
Odd little movie.
It was by the Simpsons guy, right?
Probably.
Homer.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. The Simpsons.
They say this guy makes so much fucking money.
Simpsons
money.
I feel like that's
Go ahead.
I feel like The Odyssey is a movie that's going to open at number 1 and then stay in the top 10 for like 2 months, 3 months, maybe.
Yeah.
It's going to be like Titanic was.
It's going to make Oppenheimer money easy, they're saying, and then some. Even though they're talking like modern people. My dad's coming home. My dad's coming. You better believe my dad's coming. You're just a daddy's boy. These are Homer's favorite expressions.
Indeed.
They could have had them fucking speaking, Pig Latin. Movie's still going to make $1 billion.
100%.
All right, Banff man.
All right, first question.
Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me.
Give me that stuff. That sweet funky stuff. Ooh.
Hypocritical World says, nah, bro, that's going to be a massive flopper whopper. What? The
Odyssey?
I mean, it's already broken records in pre-sales. No, that movie's going to make all the monies.
Yeah.
All of the monies. Like Toy Story 5, which is making all of the monies.
Hell yeah.
Stick 017 says, I don't like him not having English accents, historically inaccurate, but it just seems right. Charleston Tracy said Odyssey is going to bomb. What? I don't think so. And I'm not like, like a fucking like you what are you crazy? Chris Nolan could save the universe. He's a wonderful filmmaker, but I think it's going to make a lot of money. A lot of money. Like saying it's going to flop, it seemed like madness to me.
Yeah. It's not just going to do well. It's going to do well.
All right, Banff man.
We cut you off.
Okay, John the Squirtle Chef. I would like to know if you guys were given Jays of Future Past as a TV show, how would you approach it?
If what? Say again?
Jays of Future Past was like, say, a 5-episode miniseries. How would you approach it?
I would approach it by saying, can we just do it as a movie? I hate series. I hate how long everything is. Can I just make an under 90-minute movie of this? I would argue against series, even though that would be arguing against, getting paid multiple times and doing a thing and shit. Man, it bums me out every time I go to watch a thing and I'm like, oh, this looks good. And then I see it's like series and it's got fucking 8 episodes. And I'm like, I don't know. That seems like a movie to me. That could have been, that could just be done in movie length. I was looking forward to Cape Fear and all of a sudden I was like, it's a show? Like, they're going to stretch this out? So no, I'd refuse, even though it's against my, personal best interests and stuff. I should be pulling the taffy on this Jay and Silly Bob shit for as long as I can. Jays of Future Past could only be like a one shot fucking feature. I got this other thing I wrote that I think is wonderful, and everyone's like, "Wow, it'd be a great series." And I'm like, it's a packed 2-hour script. It's gonna be a watered down fucking 5-6 episode series. Like, I'm not the guy. So no, I would fight you. I'd fight you hard. I'd be like, you want to see how visionary I am? I have no vision whatsoever. Can't stretch this out and won't refuse to. Oh my God, Jay and Silent Bob over like 6 episodes. People be like, why was this ever funny? Got to get in, get out quick. Get them quick, and don't let them think too long. That's too much time to think. 90 minutes on that Jay's of Future Past. Tops. 87, I'll be honest with you. 87, everyone's going like, I loved it, want more and shit. Series, they're like, ugh. Smith is long in the tooth. He's a failure, as Omega said.
I would like to see
Rant right in my head.
In a Battle of the Network Stars.
Ooh. Wait, I'm sorry. Did I misunderstand the question? I thought it was.
I mean, I don't know what the question is.
But you're just saying for your own.
I'm just saying. That's what I'd want to see. I want to see.
First off, fuck you, Mark. Second off, no fucking. We got dignity. Our characters laugh Olympics. That's. We are not famous enough to be amongst the network stars. And by the way, Mark, what network? There are no more. The network has returned to the stars. But yeah, I put us in the Laugh Olympics, man. I don't play fucking Dino Mutt. Man versus machine, modern day John Henry and shit like that. Come on.
Give it to me.
That's the only dog I would ever beat. A robot dog. And even that one would probably fall in love with and be like, oh. Where are we going next?
Okay, Tim Watson wanted to say X-Men 97 season 2 just came out yesterday.
Sure isn't fuck did. Tom, are you allowed to say your thing?
Oh yeah, we show watch parties. We had like 250 people show up last night.
To watch that specifically?
To watch X-Men, yeah, it was crazy. Line out.
How many people does the bar comfortably seat?
Well, with standing room, we can probably cram 150.
That is fucking wild,
It was
man.
crazy.
And so all of them are there, presumably because they grew up with that cartoon as kids.
Yeah, just love the X-Men.
Being at a bar and watching the new one, come on, what's better than that?
But
how many
nothing. Scum and Villainy, nothing's better than that. Some of the voice actors show up.
Did they? The Scum and Villainy Cantina, folks, in Hollywood, on Hollywood Boulevard, is a one-of-a-kind experience, but not for long.
That's true.
Two-of-a-kind experience.
It'll be two-of-a-kind.
That's setting you up for that.
Yes.
When did it break ground?
Oh, my God. What is today now? I'm on the East Coast, so it's a different day.
Thursday, July 2nd still. But where you are, it's Thursday, July 3rd. Friday, July 3rd.
They had, so on Thursday, I sent Andrew over. We got footage of them jackhammering and saw cutting up the concrete to put in the plumbing and the electric. Super cool. It's happening, you guys. If you want to know more, scumandvillainy.com. Join the fleet. Be like Kevin, be like Mark. I guess I technically haven't joined the fleet yet, but I eventually will.
Let me tell you, man, Scum and Villainy, the rendezvous is coming, kids. You can't stop it. It's coming hard in the face of Burbank and shit. And if all goes well, if we will open on Life Day. No, we will open on fucking before Doomsday, so we could all have a Doomsday show.
That's the goal.
That's the goal. All right, what else we got?
Okay, so Tim Watson wanted to know, with X-Men 97 coming out, they did a X-Men Blue, X-Men Gold. Who would your X-Men Blue and X-Men Gold squadron be if you were to do an X-Men draft?
Oh, geez.
Oof. Well, I included the X-Men in Jay's of Future Past. Let's just take a peek at that panel, shall we? Drawn by Camo. Look at this, man. Motherfucker, look at this double page spread. Zark! Motherfucker. Look at all them goddamn mutants. Some people were like, you used the wrong Emma. From White Queen, Emma Frost, White Queen. My point was like, well, this comic isn't set in any specific continuity, for heaven's sake. But yeah, kids, or you're like, that ain't enough fucking mutant action for me. Oh no, then perhaps some of this. Perhaps
Ooh.
these will whet your memory. Or if you're like, nah, ain't enough fucking mutants for me. I need more mutants. Well, look at that. Fellow Jersey super
Mutant and proud.
Ms. Marvel. Jay's of
Uh-huh.
Future Past, kids. There's my X-Men. There has been talk, Mark,
Mhm.
since Jay's of Future Past sold so well, of perhaps further adventures of Jay and Silent Bob in the Marvel universe. And were I to do that, one of those adventures might be a just all X action, X-rated,
Triple X.
all X. So I'm not going to spoil what I would do here, or who my X-Men team are, but you can see who they are in Jays of Future Past. I also been writing the X-Men for another story that I'm writing for Marvel that comes out next year. So I've been dealing with the X-Men quite a bit. But here my roster is. Let me read them out to you, kids. Wolverine, Cyclops, Colossus, Iceman, Marvel Girl / Jean Grey. Yeah, that's who I got. You know, no Rogue, no Gambit, no Storm. So obviously I didn't get everybody, but no Nightcrawler either.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Not in that rendition, but in the one that I'm writing for a book that comes out next year for Marvel. All of the aforementioned X-Men who are missing from there are in appearance there.
Gotcha. Yeah. I mean, my team would include Storm, Wolverine, Cyclops, Jean Grey, Beast, Nightcrawler, and Angel. I think is my team.
Warren Worthington the third.
Warren Worthington the third. Shitty Warren Worthington.
Poor little rich boy who becomes the Angel.
Yeah. No Colossus, no Kitty Pryde.
Oh, Colossus. You're fucking.
No Colossus.
You're like, oh, he's overexposed because of Deadpool.
Nah, it's fucking comedy bastard.
That's interesting, man. He could be wearing Ukraine shirts, Slava Ukraine.
Yeah, I do. I have a fondness for Longshot, mostly based on that 4-issue limited series that Arthur Adams did the art for. That was fucking great.
Longshot. What was his little sidekick? His that little.
Yeah, I don't remember.
His Lockheed, if you will.
His Lockheed, but also that's what brought us Mojo.
Yeah, that's where Mojo came from.
Yeah, I guess did Claremont write that? I feel like Claremont probably wrote that.
I didn't Claremont write everything that had an X in it, with the exception of porn, for about a 30-year stretch.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, there we go.
None of us picked Bamfman, he said. I mean, I told you I got Nightcrawler on my real X-Men roster. This don't count. That Jay's of Future Past thing. I mean, look, as far as I'm concerned, it's in continuity, but that's not like, that wasn't everyone. Like fucking Professor X is in that fucking book. You know, I only had 40 pages.
And 1,000 characters to squeeze in.
It's a lot of pages for a comic book, too. It's far more fucking comic book for the money, kids. What did this fucker cost? $5.99. $6 for 40 pages. You ain't gonna find a better deal in comics right now, are you, Mark?
Not at all.
They did do like this exclusive Lucky the Pizza Dog cover, and this is the ratioed one and shit. This is like a $40-$50 book.
The 1 in 200.
And I said, Zap, he was like, you got to sign them. I was like, I think they'll sell better without me signing them. Then someone else can, you know, fucking resell it and stuff like that. And then, of course, there are the other covers. The camo cover, fucking gorgeous. Camo did all the interiors and stuff. Look at this. Us running away from all the Marvel heroes. Right there.
Mm.
This is the cover by Nate Gonzalez, our the same guy who did the artwork for our show tonight and does the official artwork of Fat Man Beyond. Official artist of Fat Man Beyond. He did this Jay's of Future Past cover. And it's got Spidey and Ms. Marvel and Jay and Silent Bob at Movie World. Then, you know, look at that Mahfood cover.
Outstanding.
Ghost Rider and shit. These are the ones that sold out, Mark. There's the Marco cover. Now, for the second printing, the ratioed cover is this minus all the logos and indicia and the cover. So, and the title. So it's literally just his artwork. Fucking cool. And then look at that bad boy. Ding a 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 mall rats. Dr. Doom like a son of a bitch, man. That other Marvel project I've been working on, Mark. I got to fuck around with Doom a little bit in the opening of Jays of Future Past, spoilers. But I get to fuck with Doom a lot of bit in the other thing I'm working on. Which I hope to be able to talk about at Comic-Con. That'd be lovely, but I haven't gotten the official word, so.
Mum's the word.
All right, where are we going next? What about you, Banff, man? You got fucking X-Men Blue and Gold line or whatever the fuck?
I really like Iceman. I like Kitty Pryde. I like the ones that were in that Pride of the X-Men cartoon.
The cartoon?
Dated, yeah.
The very first animated X-Men cartoon. Oh my god, I remember that. They put it out on video by itself. Long before that X-Men cartoon that y'all are familiar with.
Also, Tiberius Rex said Jay and Silent Bob getting out of a deal with Mephisto would be a good.
You and me are on the same fucking page, bitch.
Interesting.
Oh, you better believe it. A deal with the devil, if you will. Well, look, spoilers. Whatever happened at the end of Jay's of Future Past might have to be undone. We'll see. I just can't believe I got to do it once, let alone the opportunity to continue doing it. That'd be lovely. But even if I don't, oh my Lord, can't complain. Also can't complain about, where's the book, man? Fuck, I don't have them here. I got the Bizarro Year None issue 2 on stands right now. But I also got the second print of Bizarro issue 1. Fucking gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Nick Patera art in that book, kids. Don't sleep on it. Me and Eric Carrasco did this Bizarro book that's, Bizarro been selling very well. And then in August, me and Andy McElfish do Spider-Man Hulk Fire and Brimstone. I want to tell you what the story is. I don't know if they did I think they might have in the solicitations. So essentially the original title for the story was The Exorcism of the Incredible Hulk. Go from there, kids. Go from there. It is a wonderful story, and RB Silva's art is fucking astounding, man. So that's another Marvel project that are coming out. It comes out in August. And Bizarro Year None continues all the way into like August, September, I think. Comics! Anyway. Do we have a last question?
Yeah, Victor Venn diagram swooped in at the end and caught my eye with this one.
Excellent name as always, Victor Venn diagram.
What would you mix Jay and Silent Bob with? What other famous duo of the past? So Jay goes out on a mission with one of like Costello, and Bob goes out with Abbott. Who would you mix? Who would you cross with and tell that adventure?
Sherlock Holmes and Watson. If we're going to go through history.
But does Jay go with Sherlock or does Bob go with Sherlock?
Jay goes with Watson. Bob goes with Sherlock because Sherlock does a lot of narrating out loud, and you don't necessarily need a guy to be like, oh yeah. So Bob would be the perfect foil for that. I don't know. Is that sexy enough to sell? Is anybody buying Jane, Silent Bob, and Sherlock and Watson? No. Let me think. Robin Hood and Little John walking through the forest. Oodalolly, golly, what a day. Yes, bitch. We could do. Remember when Bugs Bunny got hit by the fucking thing and a Connecticut rabbit in King Arthur's court?
Mm-hmm.
They could fucking twang. They can get so twang. They can get so fucking high. They wind up back in Sherwood Forest looking for weed. Or you just start Robin Hood and then they show up. Like the old timey movies where you don't explain, but they're suddenly there. Like how Laurel and Hardy were in Babes in Toyland. Nobody ever said, wait, what? They were just like, yeah. In fact, honestly, that's my dream, is to remake Babes in Toyland, the old WPIX classic that they show every Christmas, with me and Jay instead of Laurel and Hardy. Giant sets in Toyland, wonderful girl and boy. That sounds a little Epstein-y. We'd change the song. We don't want to be singing about wonderful girls in Boyland. But come on, man. Jay and Silent Bob instead of Laurel and Hardy and March of the Wooden Soldiers. At the end, in the third act, those giant fucking wooden soldiers and shit. I'd still do it miniature style. Fuck AI. No AI involved here. That'd be amazing.
No notes.
The boogeymen. Remember the boogeymen? They're the bad guys and shit. You can make them look badass now. They can be real scary. They were scary when I was a kid. And the crooked old man who wants to marry Little Bo Peep and shit like that.
What are you waiting for, man?
Before I leave this world, I want to see if that'll happen. WPIX owns that. You know that?
Do they?
Yeah. WPIX owns March of the Wooden Soldiers, which originally its name was Babes in Toyland. The name March of the Wooden Soldiers was added eons later when they started putting it on TV.
It's not public domain yet?
I think it is, but or it could be soon. But I mean, the story for sure is. But I would, I don't know if they, wrote a script or if they just based it on some fucking thing. Man, that's that'd be a good, because those cats were old when they were in that movie. So me and Jay, that's the thing for us. Fuck, if we don't do it, Harold and Kumar are gonna steal that shit. So. Now that Jay and Silent Bob, of course, have met Archie and met all the Marvel heroes, well, there's another universe they've yet to visit.
That's very true.
We shall see. Life is long and interesting.
I'd like to see Jay and Silent Bob meet Penn and Teller.
We'd get sued.
Well, you'd have to involve Penn and Teller. Hey, guys.
Well, no, I'm saying Penn, that would be the plot. That Penn and Teller sue us for stealing their fucking act.
Yes, or they cast a spell on you. They do some magic shit. It's like, how dare you? He doesn't talk either.
I just did that in Days of Future Past with Doctor Strange.
It's different magic shit.
I like the idea of Penn and Teller. Yeah, I love, one of my favorite movies when I was a kid was Penn and Teller Get Killed. I started a joke. Do you remember the ending of that movie?
No.
It's a series of people getting killed or killing themselves as they pull out slowly, and then they start playing I started a joke. Sent the whole world crying. Yeah, man. I put Jay and Silent Bob in anything. Somebody in chat says Jay and Silent Bob and Richard Pryor and Gene Wilder. In any Richard Pryor, Gene Wilder movie. Silver Streak. Then what was the not Silver Streak, the other one? Fucking Jail.
Fuck, Stir Crazy.
Stir Crazy. God, I fucking love Stir Crazy. Gotta get
See no evil, hear no evil.
The rodeo. Gotta use the rodeo to get out of jail and shit. Jay and Silent Bob meet Courageous Cat Minute Mouse, says M Page 101. Don't be fucking stupid. Bluntman and Chronic would meet. Cat Minute Mouse. I love Courageous Cat Minute Mouse. Created by or co-created by Bob Kane. Literally just Batman and Robin. Dun, 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 dun. Remember their bad guy was the frog?
I love how we have these references for like 30s actors based entirely on cartoon appearances. Like, I don't think I've ever seen a James Cagney movie, but I've seen James Cagney in Bugs Bunny shit and in Grey's Got Minnie Mouse.
If my pal, would I do this if my pal Rocky was in there? Oh, you might, Rabbit, you might.
Not true. I did see James Cagney in Ragtime.
That's right, you did. That's a great fucking movie.
I haven't seen that movie in years and years and years.
Toy du jour says Jay and Bob with the Blues Brothers. Excellent call. I can make that happen. I'm in a movie with Dan Aykroyd, man. Getting Lost cartoon comes out next year. Hit him up, be like, Dan, can I do Jake and Elwood and Jay and Silent Bob? Be like, who is this and how'd you get my number?
Have they ever done animated Blues Brothers?
There's a comic book out right now. Like but I don't think they did animate them. They did an animated Bob and Doug McKenzie. I think. Didn't travel very far, but I don't think they did.
Interesting.
This place has got everything. There was an earthquake. Locust. It wasn't my fault, I swear to God. Oh, Jake.
I can never be mad at you.
Big kiss and then dumps her in the mud. Let's get out of here. Yep. Elwood's like, sorry. I remained celibate for you. That was Carrie Fisher. That's all the questions we got. Do we answer them all?
That's everything.
I think we did.
Fucking A, kids. Look at that. Still got about 1,200 in the fucking queue.
Outstanding.
Thanks for hanging out, kids.
Yeah.
About what two old men talk about. Boring though we may be, according to Lefevre.
Yep.
Failure though one of us may be, according to Omega. Now, all you other people who never said anything bad, whose names I don't know, I appreciate you.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah. Thanks for being here. Thanks for not, coming into our house and shitting in the fucking pool. Or in our mouths, even worse. Kids, you have a good time here with me and Mark and Banff Man, who's in the hottest place in the world, fucking upstate
New York.
state New York. Well, fucking thanks. That means the world to us, man. Come hang out whenever we do this here show. Mark's on his way to Vancouver soon.
I am.
So every incarnation of this show for the next few months is going to be this here Zoom version, unless we go up and do a show at the Rio, which we can easily arrange.
100%. But for now, we're in boxes.
We in boxes, kids. Little boxes on a laptop. Little boxes full of ticky-tacky failure man and his buddy, both of whom are boring. Fuck. Fuck.
As boring as a prostate exam.
Yeah, man. You know how fucking boring them are.
Hell yeah.
Kids, what are you waiting for? Come see us at the San Diego Comic-Con when we do our show on Thursday night of San Diego Comic-Con. Or come see me and Jay on Friday night. Or come see me and Ralph on Saturday night. Come see me next weekend at the Galaxy Comic-Con in GalaxyCon rather in New Orleans, where we shot Reboot, Jay and Silent Bob Reboot. And then the weekend after that, Spokane Word, kids, in Spokane.
Oh yeah,
jokes will be way better than that. At the Spokane Comedy Club coming up. I was just in Washington for the Washington SummerCon. Had a great time. But now I'm going to be in Spokane. And then the weekend after that, of course, is us doing San Diego Comic-Con. And then the weekend after that, my birthday, August 2nd, I turned 56. Can you believe it? Come watch me say funny things or try to be funny at the Starlight Cabaret and then listen to Cinnamon play afterwards. Good times and shit. Something that came out of my balls is going to be on stage singing.
Yeah, it's the second bit that's interesting. It's ridiculous. You can put something that comes out of your balls on stage any day of the week, but singing.
Generally, when you do that, A, they yell at you. B, they make you clean it up. C, sometimes they call the cops if something comes out of your balls on stage. This, all the coming out of my balls part happened years ago, and now she's standing on stage and she's singing and shit. What a good time it'll be for me, at least. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I'm a proud dad.
Yeah.
But she's their band's really good, man. Really good. So yeah, come see some comedy. Some listen to some music. All while I turn 56. Watch me age right the fuck in front of you. Tickets for all this and more at csmod.com.
Aging like the dude at the end of Last Crusade. Just slowly, just drinking from the wrong cup. Just gray hair everywhere.
Really bumped into that at the end of that movie, that there was an old guy who'd been there since the Crusades. And it's like, come on, you didn't bump into anything else?
You
like,
never left.
You don't bump into the end of Empire, or not the end of Empire, the end of Raiders, or the fucking end of Temple of Doom. Motherfucker takes a heart out of a guy's chest. Never bumped into that. But when he saw that old man, and I was like, wait a second, this old man's been here since the Grail days. Ugh.
That took you out.
Yeah, they really did. I'll be honest with you. Now, most people be like, "Go fuck yourself. He's a fucking hero." And Sean Connery and fucking. Well, I bet you like Crystal Skull, you little failure fuck. No, as a matter of fact, I didn't. There you go. Yes.
Kalima Shektuagi.
This fucking shit is so metal. A motherfucker ripped another motherfucker's heart out, showed it to him.
I'm not Shivai.
No, he didn't stuff it back in his chest. He held it. And then the dude fucking went down. And then when he burned, it fucking burned his hand. My man was laughing. He was like, yeah. PG movie. Or was it PG-13?
PG-13.
That was one of the first, right?
One of the first. Or was it? No.
I think it was a reaction to that.
Yeah.
Them go like, hey, we need to fucking lift these age ranges.
This is not for children. He ripped the guy's heart out.
They ate bugs, had monkey brains.
All right. You should let JC go.
Are going to die. There it is, kids. You have a good time? Well, fuck. If you did, is because of that dude over there, man. Which way? That way. Mr. Marc Bernardin. Thank Banff man for getting us to your homes. Even though he's away, he's not at his power hub or anything like that. Our man is
up late.
Not in the chair. He's up late. Fucking East Coast time for you. So you thank him by going to scumandvillainy.com and investing in Scum and Villainy Rendezvous. You throwing $50, you're going to own a little piece of restaurant history, man. Own a piece of a club. Don't you want to be a club owner? Everyone wants to be a club owner, man.
You want to be Tony Montana?
Yeah, oh my God. You come in the fucking Goodfellas way and shit like that. And come up top, watch a little Bobby Vinton. It's going to be good times. Scumandvillainy.com, or what is it? Join the fleet?
Founding fleet.
Beat the fleet. Foundingfleet.com. Where'd that voice come from? Foundingfleet.com, kids. csmod.com for tickets to any Kevin Smith thing. And don't forget to buy Mark's comic. It's out now, right?
It's out now. Rogue One, Saw Gerrera.
Marvel book,
baby.
Mark
We're in my house of
Marvel,
ideas.
working on Star Wars. Again, it's got it all.
Living dreams.
He is living the dreams. Kids, can't thank you enough for hanging out with us. If you haven't seen Supergirl, go see it. Make up your own mind. Come on, Morty, make up your mind. Don't listen to
don't let the internet prejudge you.
Yeah.
Or prejudge for you. Go see it. If you like it, great.
Summer movie, man. Summertime. It's time of movies. Summer box office fucking taking off this year, man. Fucking good time. I was just reading the best summer since the pandemic. So
yeah,
far. On track.
Toy Story 5 doing gangbusters.
And fucking unlike the two dudes in the fucking chat, I think Odyssey looks like it's gonna be joining that fucking list.
Yes. And Brand New Day will also skyrocket the box office.
My webs over that fucking movie. I can't wait. Living for that fucking movie, man. We will definitely be getting a Doomsday trailer by then.
You'd have to think.
Is that before or after San Diego? Whale's
I
Vagina.
think it is just before.
That means we're probably going to see the Doomsday trailer there for the first time. And I got a Hall H panel, and Marvel's right before me. So guess who's going to be sitting backstage like this?
Impress me.
Oh my God, I'm going to be jerking off like Omega watching me. There it is, kids. There's your Fat Man Beyond for this week. For Fat Man Beyond, I'm Kevin Smith.
I am Marc Bernardin.
Tune in next time. Same fat time, same fat channel. Smodcast.com or
YouTube.com/Kevin Smith.
Jays of Future Past, Jeff's Kiss. This is from the cat. Greetings, everybody, and welcome to the AKA Ask Kev Anything. Every saga has a 10-year anniversary, ladies and gentlemen, and this is what happens when Jay and Silent Bob get old. I'm Kevin Smith. Cheers,